Disclaimer: we are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals, just married. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. Oh yeah. Where the groove gets lifted. Ooh, don't miss it. Clap your hands, lean in. We're gifted.
Hello, everybody. Guess who it is?
Hi, guys.
It's me, Joel, your host for, what's the name of our show?
Sessions and Lessons Unscripted.
Yeah, Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. Welcome, everyone. It's Joel. Hi. Hopefully everyone's doing well. That over there, that person is Gloria.
Oh, now I'm a that now.
No.
I went for being beautiful and wifey and all this, so that.
Well, after our discussions earlier, we had a little bit of a disagreement, people.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Me, I wish I could say I was doing well. I'm kind of, I'm not gonna lie. I've been stressed lately, a lot stressed. Especially with Gloria.
I was
No,
waiting for him to say that.
I'm just kidding. Gloria doesn't, actually, Gloria is the opposite. She makes me, she's my comfort.
And his peace.
And my peace. Yeah. Peace of what? What do you normally call me? Piece of? Never mind. Anyways.
He's lying. I don't call him that.
No, she treats me well most of the time.
I treat him like a king and he knows it.
No, I got lucky with this one. At least that's what I keep telling myself.
Yeah, good luck. All I could say is, what?
So how are you, Gloria? Tell the people out there how you are. How have you been doing?
I'm okay. I mean, I have my ups and my downs. It's normal, but I'm okay.
I mean, you seem to be doing really well. So, I mean, but like I said, you deal with things the way you're going to deal with them.
Yeah, I have my own way of just shutting down and dealing with things. I'm getting better, but it's going to take time.
Yeah, I mean, and you take all the time you need. There's no hurry.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you have a really good support system. At least I know, I think I'm a good support system.
He's part of my strides.
So
No, I'm joking. I do have a lot of family support and I appreciate it. And actually this weekend we enjoyed time with my brother and his kids.
oh, that was pretty awesome. I like getting together. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I got to see my niece and nephew and that kind of, it brings my spirits up. So that's a good thing, you know?
I tried to get some hair from my my niece, and she wouldn't give me any. My niece has this big puffy head of hair, and it's like,
so curly.
And
so
it's very
beautiful.
curly. She's got very pretty hair.
She does.
And I have no hair, so I asked her if I can have some, and she just looked at me like, absolutely not.
This little girl is so...
She's very smart.
Yeah, she went to go get some ribbon, and then she's like, here's your hair.
Yeah, here, I got you some hair. Then she said something kind of cute, right? Like, oh, how did she say it?
She said, everybody's different, and that's okay.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, though, when she said it. Because I'm like, I need some of your hair because I don't have any. And she's like, that's okay because everyone's different.
Yeah,
And then,
he's so smart.
Yeah.
And my nephew doesn't,
That kid just bounces off the walls.
But he's so smart, though.
Oh, he is smart.
He said, just gotta leave me in.
He's good. He's good at like mic drops. That's what my nephew's good at. He'll walk into the room, say something profound, and then just walk out. And then you're just kind of like, okay.
Oh, that would be coming from a, what is he now, 3rd grade?
I think so. And then he commences to bounce off the walls after. It's like, how this is the same kid?
Yeah, I love every inch of both of my niece and nephew. They're perfect.
No, but it was great getting together with family, especially after myself, with all the stress and and just anxiety. I mean, even over the weekend, I was teetering on having another panic attack, but I was able to ward it off. And yeah, I mean, I think coming home to Gloria, I mean, like, this is my safe space, right? And Gloria and I had kind of discussed this before. When I'm outside these walls, it's like my depression and anxiety is a kind of a weighs on my shoulders sometimes, and then when I come here, it like magically disappears, right? But I have to learn how to carry that. I mean, I don't want to use the word comfort, but carry that vibe outside of these
It's
walls.
impossible. I am one and only.
Well, I wouldn't say it's impossible.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, there has to be separation between work and home.
I understand that, but it almost seems like, and I'm not to get into any kind of like preachy, stupid crap, but it's like they want you to be like a slave and just like not have a life, right? Like you're supposed to worry about work all the time.
Not up in here.
No, we don't do that here. It's like, I mean, yeah, you need the job and you need to pay your bills and whatnot. I get that, but it's like people, especially in the States, you live to work.
Right, and it's so crazy because like you work like 20 hours overtime and almost all of that gets taken out
Well,
for
yeah, the
taxes.
more you make, the more they take.
Right. So it's like at the end of the day, is it really worth working an additional 20 hours for like
Killing
$200?
yourself. Yeah,
$300? Like, not really.
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, but I was struggling last week and it was kind of a rough week and but you know what? I made it through once again, right? That's one thing people got to kind of look at, right? Like I made it another week.
Right.
So here we are. Still, my bills are paid for the most part.
Part.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. But getting together with family, that was great. I'm kind of glad. And it was funny too, and they're probably listening to this and I'm going to admit this, but I had to work, right? I'm at work. And then it's like I come home and it's like I'm tired. I'm mentally beat up. It's like, do I really want to go out? But I'm like, no, I'm going to go. I'm not going to not go.
No, and the thing is too, my mom made food
Mm-mm.
for us, and that's like comforting and just
That lady she can cook.
she throws down in the kitchen.
Yeah, it was very, very, very good.
What did we have? Barbacoa.
It was like a super stew
Barbacoa with meat.
with some corn, and the corn was phenomenal.
Yes, I love the corn.
And then of course tortillas and all of that, being in a Latino Mexican household. But no, it was great. I had getting together with everybody and it was just I felt really good, So that was great.
We have a good time.
Yeah, I love those guys. So
Yes.
So Gloria, you were telling me that you had something in mind that you wanted to talk about. What was that?
Yes. I wanted to go through, well, I actually talk about finding different ways of finding inspiration and motivation through everyday life. We take things for granted. A lot of things,
Oh, for sure.
family, friends, the comforts that we have, because let's face it, here in the US, we're not that great, but we're not, the worst either. I mean, yeah. But anyways, I don't want to get into that. But yeah. So there was an article that I found, and it gives you different ways of finding inspiration and motivation in everyday life, and they're simple things. It's nothing like grand or nothing, that you have to go out of your way for.
Right.
So do you want to jump in, or is there anything else that you wanted to talk about before?
No, so I guess today, guys, we're going to be going through this list that Gloria went through, and we can discuss it. So it was mainly about how to find happiness and inspiration in your everyday life, right?
Yes. So I found an article, and I'm going to credit the writer because she actually wrote the article, and the name is, and I'm going to butcher her last name. Her first name is Simone Canigo.
Nago.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I probably butchered it. And she's got a website, and so basically she's a keynote speaker, author, and a podcast host. So I read through the article, and I just wanted to share that everything word for word, because again, I don't want to copy whatever. But one of the things that she was talking about is practicing gratitude. And a lot of times we, like I said, take things for granted. And I think that I've mentioned this before, that when I'm really stressed out, I like to go to the park and people watch.
Yeah.
And it's so soothing to me, and I'm not like a creeper, because
Well, no, I'm a people watcher too. I'm very observant. I notice everything.
I just like to sit and observe like my surroundings, and sometimes you find like people in weird situations, or you see how people interact. And
It's funny because I've always been like that, and that's one of my interests, right? Is psychology and just how people work,
right.
or how they're. If things went a little different, I probably would have went into like psychiatry or psychology or whatever, because I like watching people, and I wonder why people do things, why they do what they do.
Right.
It always interested me.
Yeah, and it mentions that people watching can help. And I know that when I lived in Chicago, one of my favorite things to do, well, that's when I had business downtown. I used to like to sit, how they have like park benches and just like random places to sit.
Yeah.
I would usually go to like a cafe and just sit and like drink my coffee and just watch people. And there's so many different like scenarios, you don't realize, even with just sitting and people watching, like watching nature or water movement for me is so calming. I love to go to the forest preserve and just sit and like, I know it's gonna sound weird. I like to, again, people watch, but I love watching like the birds and the squirrels and like how they interact and stuff. It's so, like, to me, it's soothing.
You're like Snow White in the forest with all her animals.
Well, if I would have a bigger property, I would definitely have a zoo.
For sure. No, I'm the same way, and practicing gratitude, I think, is very important. I will say though, in my everyday life, I try to be very grateful for things. When I interact with people, I'm always like, I appreciate that, or thanks for that, or him. But I don't always see that reciprocated,
No.
which is a little annoying to me.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, right?
No, and you know what though? Like, and sometimes when I used to people watch, because I don't really have time to know what right now. I mean, I have time now, but I don't really do it anymore.
Right.
You meet other people that do the same thing, that just sit and watch.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of times where people would start conversations with me, and it would be so random.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting to sit there and just like listen to different people's like daily lives, and you get to like know certain people. And I remember I met this lady who always used to go feed the pigeons in this one park near downtown where I used to hang out. And she would feed the pigeons, and every time that I went, no matter what time of the season it was, she was always there at the same time.
Right.
And we would cross paths, and then one day she approached me, and then she's like, "Oh, my name is such and such," and we started a conversation. One of the best conversations I've ever had with a stranger.
Right.
And I'm so antisocial that I think I close myself off to opportunities to like live things.
I think a lot of us do.
Yeah, I think that we lost that sense of wanting to communicate to people, because we're always like on our phones, or on our tablets, or on TikTok or whatever, but I don't think that we fully pay attention to what's going on around us. And sometimes, like I said, even looking at the trees, or just, you know, watching fish at the library used to be my favorite thing too. I know that's weird.
But yeah, all of that stuff makes you appreciate and have gratitude, you know?
Yeah,
And I mean, it has a hand in it for sure.
right. Another thing that she mentions is looking for beauty in the ordinary. You know, just the feel of having warmth around you and just that sensation of just being relaxed and calm and just being in the moment. We don't take that, you know, into account.
I'm going to ask you a question. It's
Yeah.
kind of a trick question when
Okay.
you talk about looking for, uh, do you think, and this goes for everyone else out there listening too, do you guys think that there's good in everyone, even if they're a piece of you know what?
Okay. This is just my opinion. I know people are probably gonna feel different or whatever. Um, I've known some really, really handsome guys.
Okay, where does this go?
No, let me finish. But their attitudes,
Oh, for sure.
the attraction, or that like, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous, kind of goes down the toilet.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. I always we were having a discussion, and I said you can be the most beautiful female, beautiful male, whatever. If your attitude sucks, it's over. That's
Yeah.
it. You're done.
Yeah.
At least for me, some people don't care.
No.
Some people absolutely do not care. It's
No, and that's so weird to me. Like, I don't know. And I've met some guys that are not like, what's it called? Not your average good looking guy. Like, you know, just average looking.
kind of like me.
Yeah.
I'm very, well, below average.
Stop. That's not what I meant, and you know it. But they have great attitudes, their confidence, they smell nice, and it's just like, oh, okay, I like this guy or whatever, you know? Doesn't always have to be like a sexual thing. You just be like, oh, that guy's really nice, and that is what it is.
No, but I mean, what do they say? Life is beautiful, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's beauty in everything.
Of course, I think so.
Yeah.
Um, even in like people's ugliness, sometimes you could still find that little line of like, oh, you have the potential of being like such a beautiful person,
Uh-huh.
you know, and it's just like the more people open their mouths, it just kind of like, I don't know, it does something to me.
I don't know. I'm thinking too while we're talking about, finding beauty in the ordinary. Well, I guess there's a lot of factors, right? Like, say for example, okay, you're people watching at the park, like you were saying,
Right.
and just some crabby guy shows up and, oh, what are you doing sitting here? Blah, blah, blah. You're loitering.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't know. I mean, we kind of talked about this before, right? You don't know what the other guy's been through or what he does or what his life is like, or people are just always assuming and like, you don't know. And that kind of hinders you, I guess, from seeing the beauty. Am I making any sense?
It makes sense.
I feel like I'm babbling.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I think that, hey, I just lost my train of thought.
You were thinking that I was beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
And my attitude doesn't suck.
No, it does not. But I mean, beauty is defined differently for different people. You know, or
Yeah, I guess.
like, you know what I mean? There could be something so simple and so beautiful, and it doesn't have to have like lights and glitter and just, you know, have all this stuff. It's like a simple. There's a simple in beauty. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't always.
Yeah, there's just simplicity there.
Right. The simplicity of beauty sometimes is just that little whatever. It doesn't, like I said, it's not, you know, sparkling and loud. It's just something like subtle.
And it's not something that's forced.
No, no.
Right?
With hold on, let me move a little past this right now. I think one of the things that she mentions is that we need to embrace imperfections and be okay with where am I? I'm so sorry, guys. I did not prepare for today, obviously.
Shocker.
Um
I'm over here on number 3 and she's already at number 7.
oh, well, I'm not gonna go to the article word for word. That's kind of
No.
yeah. I kind of moved on. I was gonna jump around.
Jump up and get down.
No, stop.
Y'all know you were thinking that. Jump around. Everybody, like, jump around. Well, now watch us get copyrighted. There's something stupid.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to go.
Continue, my dear.
Okay, please.
You're running the show today.
Oh, I think that might have been.
You are running the show into the ground.
So, okay, we need to learn to embrace imperfection and be present in the moment. And I think that we're so busy, like running around rushing through things that we don't sit.
That is true.
I've said this so many times. Sometimes just sitting silently is so relaxing, at least to me.
No, but you're right, because you're always worried about what's gonna happen and what did happen. You're not worried about right now.
Right. And I
Yeah.
think I'm guilty of it, especially when I was really, really busy.
Uh-huh.
I would get so agitated when things didn't go as I planned them.
Right.
Again,
Well, that's like
everybody.
Yeah.
But see, here's one thing you guys really have to understand. My personal life is a disaster
Why would you say that?
because I'm a walking disaster.
Well, you are, but I wouldn't say that your life is a disaster. Here I said just like, okay.
You just said I was beautiful.
Yeah, what's going on here?
No, that's not what I meant.
Well, you have here is a failure to communicate.
Failure to communicate. No, but, you just made me lose my train of thought. You have to stop interrupting me, sir.
I am not doing anything. Just sitting here, waiting for you to make your point.
Well, that was my point, that, when something didn't go as I planned,
Then you adapt and not yell at your husband on the air. See? Now, see how I parlayed that in there? How I segued in there? Brilliant.
Okay, so, when things didn't go my way, I would kind of just get, frustrated and just want things to be fixed and just not being in the moment. Well, since my situation has changed recently, I have to learn to be, patient and to be silent and to be still, to give myself time to appreciate those things around me, whether it's, listening to music or just kind of being present in the moment. Because we can't always rush things.
Right.
Yeah. Any question?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
Continue.
I shall continue.
I'm being quiet so I don't interrupt you.
This is a two-man show.
Yeah, I know, and you're talking, so I'm letting you talk.
Okay.
I had nothing to add.
Okay.
I had no intentions on keeping people awake. The two people. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, sometimes you need to surround with like-minded people.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm trying to do now.
Yes, and
because I'm surrounded by idiots.
Yeah. Likewise.
Yeah.
I just
She says likewise and then looks right at me.
You're reading too much into it, dear.
No, well, I'm observing. Remember, I'm people watching.
Watch this.
Anyways.
So, surrounding yourself with like-minded people and inspiring people. I'm so bad at communicating with people. I just
I wouldn't say you're bad at communicating.
certain things I have issues with communicating wise. About meeting somebody for the first and second time.
Well, that's awkward for everybody.
Well, I'm super awkward.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, listening to this podcast, everyone. Anyways, surround yourself with people. Anyways.
Right, because, it's easier to hang out with people that have the same common goals and, can give you words of encouragement when you're kind of struggling with things, as opposed to being surrounded by people who are always telling you, oh, that's dumb, or oh, you shouldn't do this, or you should do it this way, or, always putting you down or just kind of detouring you from what you're trying to accomplish.
Right.
So you are your surroundings, I think.
We were kind of talking about this the other day. Actually, about, I'm not going to get into it, but like friendships and all of that and running into different people. And you said surround yourself with inspiring people, which there's a whole conversation about this, about you attracting the wrong people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's challenging. At least for me it is, because it seems like I attract, well, not all the time. I do attract, the right people, but
Obviously, I'm here.
well, yes. But I get, no, there's people there's certain kind of people, I guess, I want to befriend or be friends with or hang around, talk to.
Yeah.
And I always end up with the people the opposite of that.
I was just gonna ask you, have you ever come across a person that you thought was kind of like a positive influence, and you get to know them and they're not what they seem to be? And I've been through that, and it's so disappointing when you find out that the person that
What do you mean? Like, it can kind of give me an example or whatever.
Okay. So I'm not going to call him a friend because he's not a friend, but he was an acquaintance that I had.
And we're not naming names.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not naming names. I don't like to do that.
No.
So I met him through work, and he seemed to have it at work very straight line, very, he had his schedule, his routine, his ritual, like every day, And I always thought, man, he's so organized and he's, well prepared, and, so we started hanging out as a group. Like, people go out to dinner or whatever after hours, after work. And, we got to know him, and, the more I kind of talked to him outside of work, the more I realized that, oh, he's not what he seems to be. It's kind of like.
Like, what do you mean? Like, give him, like, example of what happened.
Work life and home life is very different from each other, right? And I always say that. So he invited us to his house, and it was I think 6 or 7 coworkers. We all met up one day, and we went to Chili's, and then we were deciding on what to do after. And he's like, "Oh, we can go play whatever system he had, or watch movies, just hang out."
All right.
Let me tell you, when we walked into his house, it was completely the opposite of what he seemed to be at work. It was just like, there was pizza boxes everywhere, like, just, it smelled like cat. It was just not a good situation.
Sorry.
And we found out that he was like a little bit more arrogant and just kind of full of himself. And I was so disappointed because, like, at work, his work persona was so different. He was so kind to people and just, but after hours, it was just like a completely different.
Isn't that kind of like, what is it, like the mechanic has the worst looking car? Like, they'll get your car nice and like fixed and like,
right.
But then they drive a piece of crap. Like, isn't that how it goes?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Right. I don't know, but it was just like disappointing because he was an older person, and I kind of thought that he was like really cool. Like, maybe I could learn a thing or two from him. But yeah, I've come across people like that. Like, I'm not judging him for his dirty house or whatever, but it's like, if you're going to be inviting people over, just at least pretend to be, somewhat put together at home.
But you said he like acted a lot different when you were home.
Yeah, like he was just negative. Like,
Really?
yeah, and I was like, was this the same guy that we work with? And I wasn't the only person that felt like that. It was just a lot of us were kind of turned off by his out of work behavior. Eventually ended up leaving that job.
You did or he did?
No, I did. I just moved on to something else, and I never talked to him or anybody else at work. I mean, that's typically how it works, right? You become friends with work people and then you just kind of move on.
Yeah.
But you've never been through something like that? Like where you met someone who you thought was like a certain way and then you get to know them?
I'm sure I have. I'm just trying to I'm trying to, in my head, I'm old people, so I've been around a while. Well, not old, but I've been around the block a couple times. So I've run into a lot of people and a lot of coworkers. I'm sure there's been coworkers like that where they were one way at work and then it's I will say there've been some that have been cool at work and then I don't hang out outside of work. I go home, I work, I go home. That's it.
Right.
I don't really hang out with anybody or anything like that. So when I did attempt to do that before, uh, there I do agree. They're one way at work,
And then completely 360.
and then I'm sitting there, hanging out with my coworkers after work, thinking to myself like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to hang out with this person.
Right.
How I get anyways.
Right.
So I don't know. So to answer your question, yes, I have.
And it's so disappointing.
It is. I mean, yes and no. At least in that instance, because it's like whatever. I just hang out with you. I don't gotta hang out with you.
Right.
Um. But yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been around the block a couple times, so
Yeah.
I'm sure I have gone through there.
So how do you find peace?
Come home.
That can't be.
Don't be out in public.
No, I mean seriously. And it just can't be coming here. There has to be like something that you do. Like
Okay, so, and I kind of get aggravated at myself because of this. I know everyone has like, excuse me, hobbies, things they like to do. I mean, sure, you could just have peace just watching a TV show, just sitting there relaxing.
right.
But I'm not very good at, and we kind of discussed this before. Like, there's a lot of things I'm into, a lot of hobbies I've had, and I say had in past tense because
Oh, wait. Let me make it a little bit simpler. Right now, if I had to ask you, tomorrow you come home stressed out, what do you do for peace? Or what is that thing that you, ritual, whatever it is that you do, not in the past, but currently, like in our current situation, how or where do you find peace?
I told you once I come into the doors here, the switch comes off. That's one of the maddening things I told you the other night.
Right.
Because it's like I live in two worlds.
Mhm.
I live the outside world and then I live the world here. And it kind of drives me crazy because I want to take this world that I'm sitting in right now and take it with me and just bring it back. But it's like I leave this to go to this madre or whatever,
Yeah.
and then come back here.
Uh-huh.
So basically, like lick my wounds and whatever.
Right.
And that I don't like that. I don't
Right.
want that. I don't think that's a good way to live.
Right.
And I'm admitting this, right? I'm like, I told you this the other night. Like you asked me, how do I find peace? I walk in these doors and seeing you being in my house, that brings me peace, right?
Right.
Like I know I don't have to deal with any nonsense anymore.
You just have to deal with my nonsense.
But I'd rather deal with 10 of your nonsenses than what I deal with
And
sometimes.
that's a lot.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm answering that correctly, but
There is no right or wrong answer,
Uh-huh.
you know? But I don't know. I think
okay, the question goes on to you now. How do
Yeah.
you find peace?
I've mentioned it a lot of times before. I either scream like a banshee in my car, or and this is so going back to the first couple of things on this website, finding beauty in like the simplicity of things. And I've said this so many times. Sometimes I just like to sit in my car
Right.
and go to the park, maybe take a little walk.
Uh-huh.
And I find myself that whenever I'm dealing with my plants, or I'm outside in nature, or I'm bird watching, or watching the animals, or squirrels, raccoons, whatever animal happens to be there, that's when I'm in my peace. Like, that is my sanctuary, just being in nature, being outside, feeling the breeze.
Right.
When it gets cold, the cool breeze, that type of, activity, it just soothes me so much. And I tend to do that a lot before I come home.
Right.
And again, it just gives me that separation between whatever stressful situation I'm dealing with outside of the house.
Yeah.
It gives me that breaking point where I can release the tension, cry if I need to cry, yell if I need to yell, in the, for lack of a whatever, but the privacy of my own car. We all know it's not private. You know what I mean? There's other people watching and stuff, but I don't care. I don't see other people.
There are people watching you yell in your car.
Right.
Look at that lady over there, that crazy lady.
That crazy lady. Are you okay, man? Absolutely not. No. Leave me alone in my craziness, please.
Yeah, okay.
No, but I really genuinely do find peace in that, Not everybody has, the same mentality or the same idea of peace, but that's my peace,
Right. All right, so I have went to the good old Chat GPT,
Yes.
asked it about ways to find inspiration in everyday life.
Okay.
There is a list that we can quickly go through.
Okay.
And there's some pretty good stuff on here. A lot of the stuff we kind of touched on already, but for instance, it's saying that having a morning ritual is important.
Right.
Start the day with something like, having a cup of coffee, reading a book, journal, stretch, maybe, do something to, end up like a morning routine.
I ruin your routine in the morning because I'm loud.
This is facts. Running blenders and whatever.
Playing with the cat, running around.
Yeah.
Bouncing off the wall.
I was normally in the mornings, I just like peace and quiet. And it's funny too, because I'll wake up earlier than I probably should.
Right.
And when I tell people, it's like, why do you get up so early? It's because I have to give myself, speaking of routine, I have a routine sort of in the morning, but I have to sit, quiet. I used to watch, the news in the morning or TV or whatever, and I quit that up a long time ago. But sometimes I'll just sit and just be on my phone or on the internet or writing something or whatever. I can't just start my day. I got to ease my way into there, especially with stuff I deal with. So we talked about gratitude, right?
Right.
Being grateful and showing gratitude to others. You talked about walking around or being at the park, observing and stuff like that, and then letting your brain wander. And then another thing, and this is a pretty good one, is setting micro goals.
Yeah.
Which I think is nice because everyone's got like this big goal, right? Like
baby steps.
Yeah, like I'm gonna fold the laundry today, and then if you actually fold the laundry, that's a win. You set your goal and you achieved it, Mrs. Rosario.
Not me. I let that sit there for a week.
Love folding laundry.
I hate laundry.
That's why I brought that up, because I know how much you love it.
I despise it. That is not my piece.
This is an interesting one. It says keep a bright spot journal, which is where you write down one thing that made you smile every night. And then over time, you should see patterns. That's not a bad idea.
No. But you know what I do before bed? Doo-doo.
Doo-doo. I was going to say that. So immature.
Yeah. But every night before I go to bed, after I, do my tic-tickies and, book a face and all that, I I go through my day and I focus on like the positive things that happen to kind of put me in a relaxed mood to, kind of go
I
to sleep.
kind of do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially on the really crappy days, that's one thing that I like to do. Even before I go to bed, sometimes I like you think I'm just sitting there like staring off into space or whatever, but I'm really not. I'm actually sitting there and thinking about like, oh, this positive thing happened. This thing made me feel good. I made this person happy. Just again, the little things.
You kind of touched on this, changing your scenery,
Right.
work from a cafe, sit in the park, you know, clean a room or something. Um, that would help you out a lot, I think.
Yeah.
This one's a big one for me. Reconnect with music.
Yeah.
I'm big on music. I used to be a pretty big music nerd. I was in a band at one point. All kinds of stuff, DJ'd, all that stuff. I love music. Even my blog, back in when I started it, I don't know if anyone's gone through some of those posts or whatever, but I would always, I'm constantly listening to music, right? So I would listen to music, right? Like whatever. And then a lyric would trigger something, a thought or something.
Right.
And I would take that and turn it into a in my journal. So I would take a line out of a song and then I would write, what it triggered, right?
Right.
And then I would put like a clip of the song in the posting or whatever so people could hear it. And yeah, it was after a while I kind of stopped doing it. But music is very big. I love music.
Yeah, I love music too. And I find a lot of I don't this is the weird thing. I kind of don't like a lot of today's music. Like I do, but I don't. But I really find peace in like, those what are they called? They have like nature sounds like the river.
Oh yeah, like rainstorms.
Yeah, I really find like
Those are my favorite. I
yeah,
like the rainstorms.
they're so like that soothes me a lot too.
Okay, other things that it's saying is learn something new daily. That would be it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a way to distract your mind. I think that's a good idea. I might actually start doing that.
Notice beauty, which you had already mentioned.
Right?
Talk to strangers, which you had already mentioned.
Yes.
Create something small.
Yes, definitely.
So doodle, write, cook.
I do all of those.
Yes, but not. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, I was gonna say that's like everyday life stuff, but
It's really not.
no.
Especially like with cooking, that's another thing I love to do.
Well, you can learn to cook something every day, right?
Right.
There you go. Or move your body. So I guess it says to dance, which I'm not a dancer, so
No, but we do wiggle a lot though.
we do some
I'm always
mean wiggling.
Yes, we do. I'm always bouncing around or wiggling or jumping up and down. I'm all over the place.
She is all over the place, everybody. She is. Limit doom scrolling.
Guilty.
As people listening to us are doom scrolling through their TikToks, which is fine. We don't mind.
No.
Just tell everyone about our TikTok, please.
Visit our TikTok.
Yes. It's really our TikTok is kind of like it was my TikTok, but I kind of changed it into the blog TikTok.
Yeah, but we're gonna be a little bit more active.
Well, we are now.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a separate sessions and lessons TikTok, but they're both kind of tied together.
Right.
So, anyways, TikTok's gonna be gone soon,
Yeah.
from what they're saying. Celebrate micro moments. That goes with gratitude, I think, because every little win. I mean, take it.
Right.
Take your W's.
With depression, I've been doing that
Right.
more lately.
I do that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I wake up on time and I was like, all right, I woke up today.
You wake up on time? Good Lord. That's insane.
It is.
Surround of course, surround yourself with uplifting input,
Yes.
which is people, places, and things, right?
Right.
It mentions podcasts like ours,
Yes.
sessions and lessons unscripted. Tell everyone. Books or shows, see, even TV shows.
Yeah.
Me, and it says here that make you think or laugh, which I'm big on comedy. I love to laugh.
Yeah.
I love to make people laugh. That's hit or miss though, depending who you ask. But I love to laugh. I love comedy.
Yeah.
I love horror too. I mean, sci-fi and horror, that's my thing, but
Yeah.
I love comedy as well. But yeah, that I think laughing or making people laugh is something that brings joy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
at least for me it does. Practice generosity, like
Right.
holding a door for somebody, complimenting, saying thank you, whatever. Which I said I try to do that. I try to be
All the time.
polite all the time, and everyone knows, everyone out there listening is like, you hold the door open for somebody, he don't even acknowledge you.
Right.
It's like, I mean, at least say thank you.
No, but I don't expect a thank you or anything.
I don't expect it either. I do things because I think it's the right thing to do.
Right.
So, I mean, I was brought up right. My
No,
parents.
every time I see like an elder person,
Mhm.
I always help them with something.
Right.
I always open the door. If I see them putting stuff in their car, do you need help?
Yeah.
All the time. All the time.
Yep. Let's see. What else are they saying? Daydream on purpose.
I do this.
I am a big daydreamer.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, I do daydream a lot.
Yeah.
I get a lot of ideas, and I like wish things, and I don't know if that's normal, or I think I do it more than normal people.
Yeah.
That's
It's a way of escaping your current situation and just kind of giving yourself that space to calm down. So
You know,
I don't
it's
think it's a bad thing.
it's interesting you say that, because you said it's like an escape from stuff,
To me, yeah, definitely.
but not because I'm seriously, I daydream a lot, like constantly. That just shows you I want to escape.
Run away.
Yes, that's right. Spend time with animals, pets, or
Be mercy.
yeah, pets, or watching the squirrels, like you said,
Yes.
running up and down trees, getting into people's hair. Declutter a corner. We kind of talked about that. Cleaning, organizing, redo. Speaking of, we reorganized this.
Yet again.
Like, what? This is the fourth time.
Probably like fifth time, but who's counting?
I don't know. It says because we're kind of like,
Evolving.
yeah, and I don't want to say grown. Well,
No, we're growing.
but yeah. So I'm constantly like,
No, as we're getting new equipment and new, different
just making
Big
things kind of,
podcast,
yeah, making things work.
right. We need to get more and more supplies, I guess. Technology. Whatever.
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more technical stuff that we're bringing into the room. It started. The funny thing is that it started very simple.
Yeah, and then look at us.
Look at-
Isn't that how people are? They just can't keep things simple.
No, we want complications.
All right, and then one of the last things is end the day with kindness. So forgive yourself, wish somebody well before they go to bed, send someone a nice message saying, hey, I was thinking about you.
Cuddles.
And cuddles. Cuddles does not hurt. Not at all.
You know, one thing that neither of the lists mentioned,
What was that?
meditation.
Yeah, that is true. Meditation's very important. I will admit I used to do meditation, but not so much anymore. I probably should get back into that. I mean, it's not bad.
I haven't done it in a really long time. That used to be a habitual thing for me.
Right.
Once in the morning, once at night, just to kind of start my day and end my day.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to start implementing that. And that's probably one of the reasons why I just brought it up, because when you detach yourself from your mind and your troubles and all that stuff, you have a little bit of time for yourself. And that's when the ideas come. That's when inspiration comes, or maybe even a solution to your problems, because you're giving yourself that one quiet time, whether it's once a day or twice a day or however many times you do it, you know?
A lot of my inspiration and ideas and thought processes come to me when I'm in the bathroom.
We are not the same.
Come on, people. You all know that you're in the bathroom and that's when you come up with brilliant ideas.
Let's be honest. At least 99% of people are on their phones while they're pooping.
That's true. I don't. I don't do that. I never understood that. Like people that take reading material. I guess people with cell phones now don't do that anymore. But reading material and cell phones, I don't understand
I
that.
don't understand, but
Like when I'm in the bathroom, I do what I gotta do and get out.
not me. I'll sit there for like
No.
an hour.
No. No.
Good thing we have 2 bathrooms.
So, anyways, I think that's it for this one.
Okay.
We are leaving it there, and hopefully, we weren't babbling.
Oh, we were babbling.
All right, guys, don't forget the website, sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. And if you want to drop us a line, feel free. Our email is sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any stories you want to share, anything, you could drop us a line there. Don't forget the socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all them other ones. What is the other ones? Threads and
We're all over the podcast. And then also remember that if you don't want to email us for one reason or another, you can always go to the website and go to the drop-down menu and hit contribute. And there you guys can reach us. We'll read them. Also, if you guys leave messages on, any of the streaming services, we'll be sure to answer you. We recently had somebody
yeah, someone made a comment, and forgive us, guys, if we're a little
behind
on answering stuff. There's been stuff going on or whatever. I know there was someone that was responding, and I mean we just responded back, but we try to get that right away. So if you don't hear right away, don't get personal.
No, we're just busy people with regular day jobs.
Yeah, I mean
life.
we got day jobs and stuff going on behind the scenes, and so yeah. So yeah, please engage. We will engage back. We will. That's kind of what we want, right? We want a community. So yeah, and then don't forget, guys. We appreciate you guys listening to us. Please spread the word. We're available on most, if not all, of the streaming platforms.
Yeah, either for download or for streaming.
So if you search us, you'll find us. Trust me.
We're there.
We're there.
Waiting for you.
Here I am waiting for you.
That didn't sound creepy at all.
All right. Gloria, you have anything else to add before we go?
No, guys, just be sure to take care of yourselves. Drink your coffee, drink your tea, and just take a moment for yourself.
Drink enough water, because my nurse lady over here said I don't drink enough water. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a great day, week, drive home or to work. Really appreciate you. Seriously, we do. And we will see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.